six of them. Excuse me, six. But I won one, lost two, then won five. Or wait, let me do the math again. Won one,
Mhm.
lost one, won one, lost one. Wait, shoot, now my brain's not working. Yeah, won one, lost two, and then won five in a row. Had to do the math. Sorry. So I'm doing really good, but the problem is that so I started off on my so I lost, and I think I was at Diamond 5.
Mhm.
Is what they ranked me. I've gone on a 5-game winning streak, and I have gone steadily down each game, even though
Mhm.
I've won. So I'm
Mhm.
at now it's my placement. It says Diamond Gold 5, and I don't know why or what I'm doing
Mm.
wrong to make it so I'm doing worse now.
Uh, do,
But eh,
yeah,
go ahead.
continue. Yeah, I just wanted
Uh,
to say usually it takes around 50 games to get the most accurate rank. So yeah, it's usually how
okay.
it goes this way. Yeah.
I was like sitting there. I was like, "What am I doing wrong?" And I was like, because like it was like one of those things. So like, you mentioned like, oh, pick a day when you feel good, and I was like, I played one game. I was like kind of iffy on the day. Played one game. I was like, holy crap, I'm actually doing really good, and I did really really well. And which is really crazy is that one of the games, sadly, I lost all of them because of the patch they've released like yesterday. So I have none of my games are there, which is kind of annoying. Even the ones kept. Like I saved them all and they're not there, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I
it's just
pinned them.
with the patch, it's just yeah, resetting those. Unfortunately,
That
yeah.
sucks. Because I saved them. I was like, because I beat. I think the last 3 games they were probably against like plat to diamond tanks, and I was just walking all over them, and I was doing a really really good at that. So I was really happy how those went out. And I was looking at your notes and stuff like that when I was playing, and I
Mhm.
was trying to take mental notes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, um, one of the things I know this. I'm kind of diving deep into this. So if there's something you want to say, I I'm gonna get kind of let you talk.
I think you can first of all, yeah, you can start with what your experience was.
Okay. So yeah, um, turning off game chat, so much better. So much
Perfect.
better. Yeah, that was a night and day difference.
Glad it helped.
Just Yeah, granted, sometimes like I don't know why. I just feel like I'm getting like a really bad experience with it. I guess maybe it's the experience of the gold dime or gold plat tank. I don't guess since that's where I'm kind of sitting, is
Mhm.
that they just flame the tank whenever something goes wrong,
Any
and
rank, any day,
oh
they
my
love it.
god, like I was wanting to show you on one of the games. I literally watched what do I do when like the DPS like my DPS one of them was a Genji, and he would just like dive like I was playing Winston, and like I was trying to communicate with him, like, hey, let's stay back, let me like let's do some little bit of poking where you dive the Ana. I'm all for it, but wait, but he kept diving on and dying, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
Mhm.
Luckily, I was able to kind of carry to an extent and barely. I mean, that was like to the T, barely won type of thing for that game. So that was one of my questions was like, what do I do when my team just like refuses to like, you know, they you just have essentially a thrower on it. Like you can't really change what they're doing. You kind of just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But like,
So what do you do?
I was at first I literally was like, okay, so how it worked out is like, okay, he's diving the the Ana and I think it was Ana Brig that we are going against. And I was like, that's really not the best thing to dive, especially with the dangerous Brig right there. But I was like, okay, I'll go Winston. I'll dive it with him. Maybe we can work something out because it was the tank that we were playing against was a very very passive Reinhardt, so I was able to kind of do that dive without threatening my backline. But it still was failing because he was just not like he could get in but couldn't do anything else. Like he would get the dash and that's about it and wouldn't really
Right.
help. So
Right.
that was failing. So I just swapped over to just a Rhine duel and just kind of just face tanked just mowed the tank down essentially. Just played better against the tank and was able to kind of just push like take space little by little by just killing the tank. Granted, it was kind of difficult because one of their DPS was really good, Sojourn, but I mean, that's the only really
Mm-hmm.
real way I was barely able to win. So that's what I did there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so sorry, I'm
So
ranting a little
what are you
bit here.
describing there? Yeah, I've got a few notes. So you, first of all, note on you trying to communicate with your team. Are you doing that still, or you
So
you turned off the chat basically like at the end?
I turned off. Didn't join voice chat like VC or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but I used like text. I was like, "Hey, I
Yep.
see you're diving the um, I think it was first push. Oh gosh, what's that place? Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. I can look here what map it was.
No,
Like,
honestly, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what map.
yeah,
Like if addressing this, it's just there are some
yeah.
problematic aspects about it. So like, what do you expect to gain from it? Basically, like, what do you communicate with your team?
Oh, I was going since he went like 0 and 4 trying to dive the back line by himself. I was like,
Right.
hey, I see you're trying to do that. I'll do a ping of 1, 2, 3. I think word for word, I was like, hey, I see you're trying to dive. It's not looking so good. Since
Right.
we're not really in that composition of doing a dive. Let me switch to Winston. I'll do a 1, 2, 3, and we'll try diving it and try to work with him. Instead of,
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
want to flame him
Mm.
because I was like, I have seen far too many times where that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I try to be like, as work with the person as much as possible. Like, hey, all for it, but let's like work together here. We have an Anna.
Mhm.
I'm Winston. That can work. We're good.
So,
It's just like,
first of all, let's go back to the first point. So this is the second point. Yeah, you're trying to enable them. Makes sense. I would just kind of go
mm,
back to the first, like this idea of trying to communicate with those type of players. Like it doesn't matter what your
mhm,
situation you're in. Yeah, it's just how do you handle it? Because to me, whenever we in competitive, especially when you in the games where
mhm.
you play with the people which you're never gonna meet again, probably.
Yeah, yeah, right.
You want to focus on what you can control, right?
Yeah.
So when you're trying to communicate with them, are we focusing
Mhm.
on something what you can control when you're doing that?
Okay. So, what like in that situation, I can't control. So, was my right way of doing things was just to play Reinhardt
Yeah,
and just kind of just do the things I
and
can control?
and you saw where it went right. Yeah, yeah. You tried to dive with them. By the way,
Yeah.
yeah, you tried to switch to Winston. This is kind of the second point. You tried to enable them. We'll get to it
Mm,
as well, but it's just when you focus on what you can control. So this is
mm,
the one just kind of, let's say, enable your play. Yeah, this is really
mm,
important, and you're also actively thinking, yeah, proactively what I'm gonna do. Yeah, proactively
mm.
is really important. And when you do that, suddenly you can enable your teammates more. They go in 003, maybe 007, like James Bond stats, and
Yeah, right.
you
That
know,
was the Genji. That was the Genji, but yeah.
you
I
know,
wouldn't call him James Bond though.
y-
At
y-
least he gets 1 or 2
yeah,
kills.
yeah, it's just a meme in the Overwatch
Yeah.
community. If they have 007, they call them James Bond. You
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that.
this
It's like you have to honor the 007, the 007 before you can swap against the if you're like a widow going against another widow. You have to
yeah,
wait
yeah, yeah, yeah.
7 deaths.
So your idea in those situations is try to create your own place and just maybe first of all what you can achieve is that well you can have better stats, better the damage. Well, the stats it's just consequence, but it's kind of the first priority is what do I do to win the fight? Maybe they still have
Hmm.
bad stats, so it's okay with me. But in most situations when you're looking for the better play, especially when you're the tank,
Hmm.
because you absorbing so much pressure on the map, you enabling your teammates more and they die less. Like you relieve the pressure off your teammates this way because you focus on your own play for the most part. Like 99% of your value just comes out of what your performance in this situation, and the
Yeah, it
direction is to be proactive.
yeah, so the problem was that what it was is it was first point Dorado is and and as I was playing, it was like, especially as Reinhardt, if those players were, if their other DPS or anyone was just slightly better, just taking advantage of one situation, I genuinely believe we would have lost that game. It was that close of getting past that first point because of just how brutal it was of just
Yeah.
being basically playing four manning that front and stuff like that, and
Hmm.
and what my worry was is like I was sitting there, I was like, how would I in a higher elo if that was happening to me? I don't think I would have lost that game. I mean, I generally just got lucky because it was just a lower elo game, so I didn't have like I was able like the team wasn't that once I got um um payload
Hmm.
past that little bridge, like just underneath it, they all ran off high ground instead of holding that high ground, you know.
Yeah.
So if they stayed on that high ground and kept that power position, I would have genuinely kept losing. I don't think I would have
Yeah,
been able to
yeah,
win.
of course, but the climbing the way to the top, like you thinking about what's gonna happen on the top of the mountain, kind of like at this high
Hmm.
tier play. Well, makes sense, but I would just focus on what is that next step you're gonna make towards the maybe increasing your skill, maybe it's just climbing this mountain. Yeah, like just when you walking up the stairs, it's just every step it takes something, and at this silo they drop, well, it works, good for you. And the next time maybe they will not drop anymore, so you will have to figure out what do you do in those situations, but again, through what you can control. This is, I guess, the most important point.
Hmm.
Always making sure you focus on that. Doesn't matter what elo you play at, even at top of 100 level, you would just first attention, the biggest attention is what I do. Maybe it's also you can play some other hero, but it's just based on the bigger picture, based on what is easier for me to get value is opposite to what can enable this guy. You see, this is
Hmm.
completely like different type of thinking. Like, just we want to think like this top tier player, right? If you want to be
Hmm.
that player potentially.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so this
Okay.
this point doesn't make sense to you. Yeah, like or
Yeah,
this
yeah, that
first.
makes sense.
And the second one was just yeah, and kind of got to it is focusing on enabling your teammates. Sometimes, well, it's okay, but only in a way. How do you do it through more proactive pressure? Yeah, and you saw it in your own play. It reflected kind of when you try to dive with them. So you see they do something, and I help them. It should be different. You should do your own plays, and your teammates helping you. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
this.
like,
Mhm.
so what way? So like, I think I mentioned it last time. Is this
Mhm.
the mentality I have is someone's stupid idea is a good idea if you all do that stupid idea together,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
sure.
been kind of my mentality. And I mean that's the only situation that is to really like kind of take notice. Like, how do I determine when to like do the hey that's a stupid idea, but if we're all gonna, it's better for all of us to agree on that one thing than all of us do something separate. Like, when how do I determine just to go off of what I can do versus like working together with my team on what they're doing?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. So first of all, you the tank, you're leading the fight. Okay, it's
it
just important for
that's
you
the
to. Uh-huh.
that's the problem I haven't been feeling is like in season 8 I felt like that, but in season 9 I feel like I'm waiting for my DPS to do something
Exactly.
and then I'm jumping off of it, and it's like
Exactly.
I don't know. It's I don't know what to do. Like I go in and like I'm like okay, I one thing I'm still getting better at. The one thing I got luck I still
Mhm,
trying to practice on is looking behind and trying to see if my team is and
mhm.
ready and stuff like that. But without like verbal, I just assume, and sometimes the DPS kind of just run off and do their own thing, and then I'm like running in. I'm like,
Yeah,
and no one's behind me. Like, oh, I'm way overextended when I thought everyone was coming in with me. You know?
yeah, yeah. It's totally fine. You just want to kind of, when you're doing your own plays, it's just you get in the best position possible in this kind of situation to do your own thing, and your teammates they just a resource opposite to like you passively waiting for them to do something and then going in. Obviously, you
Mhm.
still use them. Yeah, there's still this is still a resource to you. They might be active on the map. They can do something, some sort of pressure with you, but you have to initiate is just you presenting opportunities for all of your DPS, for all of your supports, and it's up to them to take those or not. But you see where they can actually do something. You're not just maybe running in really far. Like again, it can be. This idea was, it's better to be on the same page. Like one stupid idea, if on the same page, it's good. Yeah, even though it's stupid, it's fine. But this is the point about just timing things together. Yeah, you might hold the enemy spawn, but again, you do it based on all these resources surrounding you. You're not saying, "Oh, guys, come back here. I'm holding point. You guys all holding spawn," and then they die, and you're like, "Well, I played so well. I was staying at this power position around the point or something."
Yeah, yeah,
Of
yeah,
course, you don't do that. You just initiate within where you have most of this resources, but you're presenting opportunities. You're kind of doing your own plays first, initiating. I guess this is the big point.
hmm
Well, we can find examples of it too. I think it's just to kind of, yeah, for you to show those. I think our previous notes here we went over was really important, making sure you have those teammates present around you when you're doing pressure. Yeah, it's not
yeah,
that you like really wait for them to do something. No, just see, oh, are they able to do something there? I go. They don't follow up, it's their problem. I still get away because I got my own value. Maybe this one guy on my team as well, he did, but most of the team, I saw they kind of were able to. Sometimes it's kind of, maybe you choose not the right time and place to fight as well, so they were not able to do
yeah,
something. But you know,
yeah.
it's all right.
That's
You can
yeah.
figure
It's
this
just
out.
something I'm trying to figure out is like time and places, like when to. I it's something I've realized I was struggling with is when to take and give space is something that I have
Oh,
an
okay.
idea for,
Hmm.
but it's it's something that I sometimes is my fault when we lose a thing is where I'm like I'm gonna give some space because they just use Kiri's ult, they just nanoed, let's back up a little bit, and they did it early on in a fight, like right when we start a fight. I'm like, I can just walk away, back up from this, and kill off some, like, the basically make it. If we back up, let's say we're on a push map, we can back up quite a bit, let them just push. That it negates the Kiri ult, and by then maybe Nano will be basically half gone. But
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
that
yeah.
myself, I end up leaving my team that wants to fight behind. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I guess we're fighting this. Even though
Hmm.
it's probably not winnable. So like, what do I do there?
Yeah, it's just understanding this kind of mostly understanding the tempo. We can go with that. It's just we usually based on, I like to pay attention to at first numbers on your team, the enemy team, ultimates being used during that, and then based on this situation, you can make a decision to push or pull back. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
this simple kind of most of the time. But again, the Overwatch is just the game of resources, and I think tempo is kind of one of those potentially hard things mm, to to be able to implement because it's just based on so many factors. That's why I
hmm
think just starting with numbers ultimates it's easier. But yeah, we
hmm
can take a
Yeah.
look. Hmm.
Yeah. I think I've done pretty good job of taking notes of like what ults are coming up and stuff like that. Ult counting is something I've done for a long time, just out
Hmm.
of instinct. Um, it's just a matter of not being able to communicate that to my teammates. So when I'm like, oh, they probably have Kyrialt, they probably have Sigma's flux and stuff like that. How do I
Okay.
communicate that?
Okay, so
Yeah,
if they do, now what your mindset should be based on our notes, previous notes, what you should be doing in those cases, and sort of trying to communicate to your team, which you can control. So
just do what I can, which is
this is
like,
first.
yeah, watch, be well. I guess what I would do is just back up, play a power position if I can. If not,
Yeah.
just like, would it be a bad way of just playing for my own life?
I would still do this way. Okay, they have something, and our note was as well, I want to do proactive play, but obviously you don't want to die while doing that proactive play. So you can think what that play can be to force out those important ultimates. Most of the time, it can be
Mhm.
that. And this is where, again, the
Okay.
mindset completely changes. Yeah, instead of maybe you playing really far back on behind the corners and everything, maybe you could get to the idea of just trying to hide somewhere and just be flanking with your character and just look um for engagement from behind, which is might be possible if you're looking to win the fight. Super activity, yeah, instead of being kind of waiting for the enemy team to make their move.
Okay.
Yeah, you still do it in a space where your team can follow up. Of course, all these fundamentals they are gonna be in the place. It's just being more proactive is the key. Really, a
Okay.
lot of times, right?
Yeah, it's just like trying to learn how to be more proactive in those situations, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, we can go with that potentially. Okay,
Okay.
proactive, just making notes on this tempo.
Mhm.
All right. Is there anything else? So first of all, about all of this mentality. So chat notes on taking breaks, also XYZ interleave practice. How all of that went so far?
Uh, the mentality is pretty good. I mean, it's just it it takes me like a little bit of like a kick in the butt to actually go into comp and do it. Because of like, I'm
Mhm,
like, I feel okay. It's like, but I feel okay enough to do comp. It's like one of those things. I kind of get a little worried, and then like, but I think I getting into it is kind of tough. But like, if I'm actually am having a really good day, I definitely by the 5 game win streak I went on, I can it's obvious that I can tell when I'm on top of my game and I am playing
mhm,
like to the top of my abilities.
mhm, mhm.
So
So
I
this
definitely
is definitely better. Feels better. Yeah, you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable with competitive. Um, r- since I haven't lost in a while, I don't know how I'm gonna take a loss after a 5 win streak, but we'll see.
Let's say,
You know,
let's say you lose. Then
it,
what is gonna happen?
it, I think if it depends on the game. I think is like how bad did I play? Bad did I feel during that game? If I feel like I did like just really bad, I think I just hop off or go play quick play. If I still wanted to play,
Mm.
because
Mm-hmm.
obviously it's like today's not my day.
Mm.
Um, I'm still getting over the fact that like I'm gonna be a pleb low gold, which kind of hurts my feelings after 5 wins. I thought I'd be a little bit higher than that. I did that was the most discouraging thing about winning is winning and still losing. That was the worst part about going up or doing my placements is winning and still going down. I thought I was like, okay, am I winning and just playing bad? Like I didn't know what the heck was going on there.
Yeah,
Or,
cu- cu-
maybe I'm just gold.
current rank gold is equals to plat before this are reset. So
Mm,
this is one thing. Another is definitely think what do you choose, like your goal setting. Yeah, what do you choose to do so you don't feel bad, like when we're saying, oh, okay, I'm maybe was not doing as good, but remember, even on off days you can practice. I was not saying like you have to, you avoid the practice. I think instead you can kind of be disciplined, yeah, dedicate certain amount of hours, okay, but play the time when you focus, also increase the focus. But still, when you play, it's just you can have bad days, good days, but then make sure you're focusing on something what do you get positive outcome from, and it's just mostly focusing on your own goals. Yeah, and we have those in our
mm,
notes, for example. Yeah, am I getting better at using power positions? Am I getting better at looking at my team? If you do, then it what matters in the long term. This is like long term
yeah.
game for you. Just if you do better at all those concepts, you climb automatically. So like the rank, all
Okay.
of that is just, yeah, sure, it's there, but when you focus on rank, it's something inconsistent, and just being
Okay.
able to focus on something what's always positive. You always get positive outcome from the goal is really important, I guess. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
this is one, and just regarding our previous goals, then, yeah, we've been talking about, so this been use short range angles, power positions, looking at your team, so you can time the pressure with them. How all of
Mhm.
that went?
Um, Power positions. I. The thing is like in certain situations, like sometimes it's obvious what power positions are,
Mm-hmm.
like which for each map, but it's at other times I'm like, okay, let's say I'm on attack and like Like for
Mhm.
Dorado, I know the high ground is obviously the power position, right? And it's like how okay, I have to take control of that power position to allow my team to be enabled or whatever. It's like, okay, how do I take control? It's like, okay, I can identify the power position, but what happens when all my uh all my attempts to seize it fail, you
Mm.
know? Because like sometimes especially for like Dorado, you kind of just
Mhm.
you gotta have like the whole team's usually up there, so you're like, okay, how do I, push them back or off of high ground, or how do I
Mhm.
take that power position with basically sometimes even by myself.
Yeah, yeah. This is where all this resource management comes into play.
Hmm.
Corners, how do you do that? Always the timing of the brush as well. By the way,
Hmm.
feel free to whenever maybe you have any questions about all of this. Yeah, you face the situation where you try to apply the concept. You can always, but it's been difficult. You can send me timestamp and specific question. So I will,
Okay.
I can show, yeah, what is possible potentially to do when you're applying all this
Okay.
concept. Yeah, it's just,
Okay, that's good. That would definitely help out because sometimes it's like it's Overwatch is not necessarily repetitive, but you'll get into similar situations a lot, and it's
of
like
course.
okay, yeah. So it's like I get into a situation, I'm like I don't know what I'm doing here, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that
But
makes sense. Yeah, of course. That's why I think all of this notes, timestamps, it should be helpful. Take advantage of it. It
yeah, yeah,
should be good.
definitely.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, we will go with all of this today as well. Okay, so power positions. Is there anything else? So like maybe specifically timing, how that went?
And timing, what do you mean? Like, oh, going in and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I would say there a little improvement on that. I'm still kind of trying to figure out correct timing to go in and not go in. That's something I would say it's definitely hasn't been improved upon much. I think I still go in and like I'll bait the Discord and stuff like that, and then I'll be like, oh, maybe I can go in, and then I try to go in and I explode immediately. I'm oh, never mind, sorry.
Mm.
I
Mm-hmm.
apologize,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. I'm still trying to figure out when the correct times are going in, and I've learned one thing is like I sit like I kind of play a corner or something, or play kind of pretty passively until my DPS, like let's say I have a Sojourn, they're shooting and they randomly get a headshot or something like that, then I'll like immediately go in or something like that. Because then maybe, that they use Suzu or they use something. And so I've been
Mm-hmm.
kind of waiting for my DPS to do something, but I feel like that's still kind of the wrong way of doing
Yeah,
things.
exactly. Like, see, look into. Well, it's not necessarily bad, obviously. You capitalizing on what your teammates are doing, which is good. It's just want to see how you can create those opportunities a little bit more. Well,
Yeah.
let's go
Yeah,
with
trying to
this.
create
Hmm.
opportunities as like Junker Queen and stuff like that. Like besides like getting a knife, I feel like that's the only real way I've quote unquote found an opportunity. Like
Yeah.
getting a good
Hmm.
knife. So yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
knives is pretty useful tool most of the time. Yeah.
yeah, to displace
Hmm.
enemies and stuff like that. But
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, because at least yeah, you know about hogs. I have a strong disdain towards them. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah.
like but yeah, it's like trying to find a right opening, and it also helps a lot in these lower elos is that it staggers me that people just kind of just like do weird things sometimes, which is a benefit, I guess, which has definitely helped in my
Hmm.
previous games where like, Amora will just like, teleport back into my backline and it's like a free kill. So those things have definitely
Every time.
helped. It's just I don't want like that or like, like a Reaper will run into the backline stuff like that in certain situations. So granted in like control maps, it's a bit that happens a little bit less, but like on low ELs, but like in like push maps and stuff like that, for some reason it just happens randomly. So definitely those situations help out, but when those situations don't happen, I feel like I'm struggling on initiating something or giving myself an
Yeah.
opportunity to go in,
Yeah.
where you're like, I have a Sigma in front of me, like let's say
Hmm.
was it Havana? It's like Sigma's there, I got a Widow up top, I got Ana in the back with a Kiriko or something like that with a Torb or something like that. I'm like, I don't know how to give myself an opportunity there.
Exactly. Yeah, I think will be good main scene to start with. Yeah, how you can do proactive play. We can focus on that and just obviously we're not gonna use too many things, but just most likely our previous notes and also new we'll go with those. We wanted to go something else like corners, so
Okay.
let's do that. Yeah, I think we can focus on proactive play a little bit more. But yeah, my
Okay.
maybe final question would be, what do you think you improved on the most out of all the concepts we've been discussing with you last time?
Um, um, I think this to start, it's definitely been mentality has definitely been one of the
Perfect.
things that has significantly improved. Um, I don't know if like the take like the noticing power positions and doing more a better job of prioritizing those has definitely improved. Not interacting with my teammates, obviously. Um, it's just such a weird thing to say, but yeah.
For now, it's useful skill. I think you
Yeah,
focus on
I think
99% of your performance, your value. Yeah, this is good.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, and corners usage, I think I'm about the same on that, so I need a little bit more improvement. Target priority, I'd say I think target priority is probably my worst. If I would say
Okay,
the best thing I've done is power positions and mentality, the
nice.
worst is definitely target priority and when to go in.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Definitely my two worst.
yeah. I think that's good. That's good. That's good notes. Okay. Well, do you have any games we can start with today? Then anything to look
Um,
at, and we can also do live session, I guess,
um,
after that.
I have some quick play games, but that's about it. So it's up to you if you and no competitive because I've done them all before the patch, so they're all gone. So it's up to you if you
We
want to
can
look at a game.
quickly look at that. I guess quick play one. Uh,
Yeah, I would have to look. I don't know if it was just with my friends and we're just playing around or something like that.
yeah,
Let's see here.
yeah. If there's something useful, especially if you maybe been focused on some of those previous
Yeah.
concepts, yeah, we
Okay.
can
So
go
this
over.
is I was trying to find a game. This game is a game I lost. I want to show a game I lost because then that means I was doing things wrong.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't.
close one also works eventually.
Yeah, it was 1-2. So obviously it was a 17-minute game. So I seem to think it's a pretty close game as they get.
Hmm.
But we can. I don't know. Oh wait, no, I don't want to watch it. I want to give you code because he's way better at it. So how do I get a code? View report. Um, how do I get a code from this?
Yeah, just go on the history replays. You click
Ah,
and,
share. Yep,
and then
there it is.
share. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's right on the bottom.
Okay, there we go. So there you go. So that's one that we can really quick go look at and maybe, well, I don't know if we'll have time. Wait, I have an hour and a half, so I
Yeah, yeah,
guess
yeah.
we
Of
have a
course.
little
I
bit of
think
time.
we have time. Yeah, yeah. We should
Yeah,
be.
and don't you worry. I'm gonna go ahead and do two more of these and just keep doing these kind of things. I
Yeah,
think these
yeah.
are.
Sure. Let's see. First of all, can you see my stream just fine? Is it working?
Yep. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me get into it real quick. So I was getting code and then okay. Yep, I can see it now.
Okay, so
So I
here.
don't quite remember this game quite very much, so I don't have any specific things. So this is not with my friends. This is by myself.
Right. Let's take a look. So some of the pressure on the Doom. There's been some pressure on this high gun as well. Got a kill on the Lucio. Sure. Going up to Tracer. Okay, I kind of want to wait for this moment when something will go wrong, and then we can start with just going over something.
Yeah.
I already see some of the concepts maybe we can start with,
Yeah.
but it's just.
I see. Yeah, I was like, this is one of the games where like, so where I was placed on that corners over there. Did you see how I was like really far back? Is that a
Mhm.
good spot? Like I was trying to. This is definitely one of the games where I was trying to focus more on corners a little bit.
Mhm.
I think on the second point I might have
Yep.
got a little distracted with it, but is that where I want to be?
Mhm.
Like right here, is this how I'm
Right.
supposed to be playing right here on this corner?
So let's talk about it. So our main
Because I think I
scene,
just got lucky with two elims there with like Lucio and stuff like that to be able
yeah,
to push
that that
here.
that went well. Yeah, that went well. Just in terms of mechanically, I think we did okay. And how we use the corner, um, for the most part, it's maybe fine as well. But it's just this main scene, yeah, being more proactive, making sure you doing something in a valuable space where your team can do something as well. So it's just kind of about the quality of this corner. This corner to me, it's not absorbing a lot of pressure. You're not turning enemy attention away from your team, if that makes sense. So see, like where you play,
Hmm.
most of your team is gonna play here with you. Your job as a tank is to turn an enemy attention to you. Okay, so this kind of can be useful idea. I say that most of the time. You as a tank, I think, especially when you just learning all these fundamentals, see what are the options for you to take an off angle and play away from your core. So this way, the enemy will look at you instead of your team.
Your team.
Okay,
Okay.
so this way it's kind of this corner here. It's just about the quality. You can think about any other corner and play there where you take an off angle. So what do you think that can be?
So it would be maybe in the farthest doorway on the right. Would that be a good corner to play right here? So then
Mhm.
I could still see the Lucio and the Doom. Maybe would that be
Yeah,
the
sure.
or
Maybe
oh, I was
here,
talking the
there.
one yeah right there yeah B was
Sure.
what I was talking.
Yeah. You kind of
Um,
maybe go from B to A later as well, but this is better. Yeah, I like this more. You at the position where you able to do your quality pressure. First of all, it's easier for you to do short range pressure compared yeah, if you compare this corner B maybe with corner 1, it's gonna be easier to do something at B or even at A. You doing this proactive pressure and turning the enemy's attention while your team is able to do something. Yeah, see you guys same fighting for the same space on the map. So this is what matters. You don't have to be stuck with your team. Yeah, remember there was idea about
okay.
power positions. Yeah, you maybe can
Mm,
treat it like this kind of tiny power position in a way as well. This
mm.
high ground potentially too. This
I'm
is something
with a
you can.
Lucio there. I'm terrified of up there. That
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
no-go
I
zone.
don't I don't think you go there. Yeah, I don't think you go there right now. So it's just probably at least using this, yeah, better quality
Yeah.
pressure. So you
Yeah.
push this Doomfist, potentially he's gonna make the choice either to go on you or on this team. If he goes on you, your team walks up. If he goes on your team, you can walk towards his team and try to get a kill on somebody, probably from their backline, like you did on the Lucio there, which is
Yeah.
fine. Okay.
That was a pretty good knife, I'd say so
Yeah,
myself.
the knife, yeah, of course. The kill, yeah, double kill there. It's pretty good. No problem with this mechanics and everything. Yeah, so this is just early pressure going after Doomfist. And see, this is where you have this time, yeah, kind of downtime before the fight. Maybe they just resetting. Yeah, of course you can get the staggers, but it just kind of learns your mindset is where I'm gonna be to be able to stay in off angle while applying my active pressure. Okay, so
Mhm.
this corner, well, it can work, but what is the better quality corner? What do you think?
And in their situation right now,
Potentially.
well, I guess I would still have to be in that room on the left because if I with a Doom and a Lucio, the right side is basically off limits to me. So yeah, I would have to be on the left side somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, with yeah, I guess
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I guess the left room. I guess yeah, that's the only
Yeah,
other option
sure.
I have is left.
Yeah, sure, sure. See, like this idea of is just when we hear you choosing what angle you're fighting as well. By the way, like okay, you can do it here as well, but it's just kind of to me this room first of all pretty hard to poke. you have the options to just maybe flip the map as well. But here, you can be poked from multiple directions. So this direction here, this direction there. So it's not as necessary to kind of learn some stay this position because your resource is going to be forced. So always choose, yeah, if we're talking about, okay, off angles, all of that, apply the best pressure you can, but also additionally deal with one angle at a time. You don't want to deal with two angles. Simple as
Okay,
that.
so that's what I'm doing wrong here. Is I'm
Yeah.
dealing with two angles right now and trying to
Yes.
fight both.
Yeah, you're trying to fight everybody, but you could be just trying to fight Doomfist, for example, or maybe the Tracer. And, well, what's importantly, you absorb the pressure, but all of this is valuable. You're not over absorbing pressure. It's not too overwhelming. You see this damage. You see this. Can your team actively shoot the Solari, for example?
No,
Not as
absolutely
much,
not.
yeah, but you can potentially bait this Doomfist into your space because you are applying pressure. Because you turning his attention, and make sure these guys are pressuring him after, yeah. And this is fine, and this is where you want to choose to play. But yeah, I think it's just about this
Okay.
quality dealing with one angle at a time. Okay.
Okay.
So we shoot. Nice. Yeah, it's just a little bit kind of all over the place. I remember
Yeah, this
how
is where I start getting.
I remember how
overwhelmed
you
here.
I remember how you were saying I have some problem with my aim. I honestly don't think you do. The aim is pretty decent.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes I feel like my aim, like right here. Oh man, that part. I was like, I can't hit anything. Granted, I only had one bolt left, but yeah, I feel like sometimes it's just like as if like I can go from like hitting every single knife to hitting no knives, and my brain just gets turned off. I'm basically Metro at that point.
By the way, all these positions, yeah, if we're saying about just mechanical perspective, if we kind of imagine, maybe even here, if we're breaking it down from mechanics perspective, when you're choosing to fight, to take an off angle, so this is you, A position, while your core is at B, you're taking an off angle, playing away from your team, fine. Mechanically, what the enemy is gonna do, they're gonna strafe against this B angle just like that, and because you're this A position, makes it easy for you to land the knife. So you being separated, kind of, this is what I like to call 90 angle. It's easier for you to aim a lot of times, aim those knives. If you just stuck with your team front line to front line, it's going to be really hard. And this is where you're most likely going to miss the knives. And you see that before, even, where this Alari, she sees you face to face, she's strafing you. This is the knife which might be harder to land. At the highest SAR, this guy is going to be strafing left to right as well, and probably playing around the corner. So this is harder. But if you go after these guys to the left, you see this, all of them distracted.
Oh,
yeah,
so I got narrow-minded here, chasing after that Laurie. I think maybe is what happened here.
Well, there's a consequence. Maybe chasing is like not as bad. But well, you have to recognize that you're getting a kill. If yes, makes sense. If not, then you want to make sure most of your team is able to do something while you're doing something there. Yeah, it's just about our timing. Yeah, remember. Yeah, like, this is fine. Yeah, see this knife? Your team is able to follow up. You get an easy shot from your Ash. Fine, you're good. That pressure is alright. But now this pressure on the point, you gotta be careful. Yeah, so first, before applying pressure, your first thought process is, where do I set up, take the most valuable corner? And this is you being proactive at this point. So this is not just like waiting or something, yeah, for your team. Because see where they are. They're actually getting hit by the Doomfist right there.
My team's getting rolled right now, so let's not talk about that.
Yeah, but you still can set up valuable pressure, maybe on the Sombra, maybe on the Tracer, but you cannot do it from the sniper range. Yeah, you have to find these better places, being on this kind of... You usually find yourself on those side... to the side of the point somewhere.
I keep playing center
side
piece
angles
instead of, you know.
Yeah. Try to lean towards this a little bit more. Yeah, this is where it makes it easy. You're not gonna get poked as much, and you deal with all the Tracers, Sombra. You set up your own pressure. You being proactive this way. If they go to you, good. Your team, maybe your Lucio can help you out, maybe somebody else. If not, then you set up your own pressure. And this is better than doing this where you read a far range. You just run in instantly. You don't Don't have to. Obviously, I think it's also valuable to kind of look around and check, yeah, before my engagement, checking, what's happening around. Maybe you could be getting that Doomfist. I think you could, because he was a little bit far forward.
Yeah, I could have turned around after killing, like, yeah.
But this is where all this patience is important. You see, like, instead of us running in, you want to say, okay, let's be patient here. I want to be proactive and patient, so I don't run in. I take my time. I look around while setting up. Maybe you notice you can punish the Doomfist, go for it. Maybe if you don't, then you at least set up your own better quality pressure. This is what the patience is about, yeah? Just all this turning around, yeah? We're not wasting time. You know, the more you're gonna do it, the faster you're gonna be at recognizing all of this as well, yeah.
Okay.
So this is what we want to do more. Okay. Skip this. Okay, now fighting this corner. Fighting Larry. Getting a kill on a Tracer, potentially. Axe makes sense. Well, this is unfortunate. Of course, they can kind of play inside the room a little bit better, so just...
yeah, I could have played a bit more in the room to...
Yeah, you see, you're exposed to too many things, and just there's no way you're kind of calling all of this angles to you, like, guys, yeah, like, please, okay, Sombra, you can hit me, this line as well, maybe somebody to the left. You want to deal with one angle at a time. This is
more... I was dealing with too many angles.
Yeah, just one is enough. Unless you're playing AoE, you have AoE damage. With some characters you do. You don't need to be able to expose to... yeah, you don't want to be exposed to multiple threats. Okay, let's get one more. How do you think you can set up this, maybe...
I think I could have walked in a little bit further to go all the way across.
A little bit further to where? You want to walk further to
yeah, to there, to kind of go all the way across.
Right. Yeah, this is what I think as well. Yes, so first, set up better quality pressure. Yeah, this way it's going to be not front line to front line, yeah, like where you just... end up really far back there, but it's kind of...
yeah,
I
set up a little too proactive with that, because like no one's low too, so my whole team's really low and one's dead, and so I don't think this was a pretty bad ult, because like, how am I'm gonna drop a 675 no, that's a 700 HP Rhine? Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, so this is kind of, you take your time, you're being proactive, walking while not using your ultimate, and then you will use your ultimate once your angles are ready. This is much better. And this is where you give the enemy room to make a mistake and punish it, because you do all of this plays there. This is really important. You being this kind of more proactive sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where I'm getting a little too aggressive here.
I think it's good. It's good to be aggressive. It's just the right time, and really for us, it seems like take the time to do the position, to set up, and then be aggressive instead of just going in right away. Because this pressure can be valuable, and this is like good pressure. It can be higher quality. That's it. Like, do it from an off angle. So instead of like running just front line to front line on the Sombra, maybe I can take my time, run through here. Suddenly maybe I punish the Tracer. Maybe I take my time, fine. Going over this life here, which might be better as well. But yeah, it's just one of the things. First of all, Sombra can dodge your axe. This is important, so not good trade a lot of times with the axe versus Translocator, but
yeah. It's one of those, one of the things I struggle with is ability. Taking notes of abilities, abilities been used and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
I remember this Life Wither was hurting my being because he was saving this Rhine or this tank quite a few times in this game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that is why I think those angles can allow you to kind of punish their supports a little bit more. You turning their attention to you, they push you, not your team, or not the objective. Yeah, this is kind of, I think, important note as well. When you're doing this side angles, off angles, you absorbing pressure away from points, so you give the enemy a dilemma. They either deal with you at a position A, as an example, or they deal with point at B. And none of these choices are good for them, because if they chase you, they don't deal with objective. if they chase the objective, they can't deal with you, so you kill their backline. That's why like really high quality corners like this can be valuable. Yeah, we can just be maybe be more direct with saying take 90 off angles. Yeah, this can be a good thing. This can be a good thing for you to start with. Yeah, okay. I think let's just maybe find us any random other examples. Like let's do other maps. So this map we kind of got it. Yeah, this room was useful. Yeah, what about the other one? Do you have any questions maybe?
Not yet. No, I think the questions I've asked are pretty much there.
Yeah. Okay. So like right away, okay, you can coach yourself here. Break this down. Okay, you're fighting for this.
I probably should have walked right into it. Yeah.
Where do you think
I should have walked in?
You should go.
Probably in the center room there, and fought on the or. Oh. Okay, so I should just go straight to point there. You think?
No, I'm just asking. Yeah, what do you mean, like straight room? So you're talking about this, or
yeah, the mega room. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do this. Doing this as well. Well, it's just our idea of we seen where your team is to try to set up this leaning towards more 90 angle. So set up first, pressure later. Here it looks like you see the enemy, you pressure right away. It shouldn't be this way. Yeah. Let's do the setup first. Yeah, maybe go from here. Try this out. Yeah, I would say at this fundamentally it should be enough. I don't think you have to just necessarily choose do I play here or there. To me, because we mentioned playing away from point just as a general idea can be useful, I think, for now, long term, just because you setting up better quality pressure instead of worrying about the point is a good mindset to start with. If I set up all the good angles on the point, this is much better compared to just holding point most of the time in Overwatch 2, because you're gonna inevitably win if you have better pressure. So yeah, set up first, and then you can do your shout. You can also maybe use the axe, instead of using the shout
save
right
my
away.
Shout, save my shout with the mega.
Think about it this way as well. Your abilities, your shout especially, can allow you to be more aggressive at those positions and those off angles, because you do take those positions. I would rather you do this, you go on really greedy angles like this. Well, not really greedy in terms of you can get punished. No, it's just you set up those valuable positions, and the enemy, they react to you, they try to punish you, and you answer with a shout. Yeah, you can start with that instead of it being like I
say
shout.
that again one more time. I didn't.
Yeah, again. So your abilities, it can be for any character, can allow you to be more aggressive on the map.
Yeah.
Because I have the shout, I can go deeper on this 90 angle, stay there, and bait an enemy team to go on me, and then answer with a shout. Opposed to where you did this, you used your shout, and the enemy, they just stand still, or even go back, and it's not bothering them at all.
Okay.
You see, you want to bait them to make a decision, so proactive positioning like that.
Okay.
Right?
That makes sense.
This word is important. Now, we're just making display. This one's like, oh wait, she's shouting. Okay, let's just go back a little.
Back up, yeah.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be this way. You should set up your own pressure, bait them in, and then shout. Most of the time, it's gonna be much better.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is not valuable to anybody right there.
Okay. Yeah, because he was kind of just vibing because he couldn't really do anything.
Yeah. And now they do something, and guess what? You don't have shout anymore.
Yeah.
This is where, like, well, he's a little bit over aggressive there, but yeah, this is what you want. So see again, this proactive shout there. So what you can do? Leverage the shout, take an off angle. Where can you go?
Maybe to the left instead of the where.
Yeah.
Should have directly down. Yeah. Of course, I had to disengage because I heard the Rhine coming to take my soul, so I had to disengage.
Yeah, so
but yeah, I could have taken the left side.
Yeah, sure, you can do that while your team is walking from here. As an example, maybe you still can even choose to stay here. It's just you want to be more proactive. You walk, proactive position. Yeah, you walk, and then you bait them to pressure you. And then you answer with your shout. You wait for enemy pressure, shout later. It's always useful. Any character, Ana, Sleep, Dart, the same idea. I do go over that a lot. Even tracer blinks. You have the blinks, you can stay more aggressive, so having more of a defensive stuff. Ryan shield, Ryan pin also allows you. If I'm flanking as Ryan, but I have a pin, it's better compared to me not having a pin on the flank. Yeah, you went on,
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just push through. But you could have set up just the better pressure. Okay, yeah, I think it's might be maybe useful to go with the game. Yeah, maybe just do the game.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay, bet. Yeah, I can definitely do a. You also want to do a quick play, or do you want me to do a competitive?
If you're comfortable with competitive, would be much better.
Okay. I haven't warmed up at all. I did a little bit of aim training warm up, but I haven't done any other warm ups. But yeah, we can just do one real quick.
If you're fine with just us, again, specifically, we're not looking at winning or losing, doesn't matter to us. We're just gonna be looking at specifically choosing the right position on the map, making sure it's proactive, and when the enemy goes on you, use your shout. Okay?
Okay. Oh no, it's my least favorite map. Oh no.
Let's see.
Worst timing. Well, this will definitely be a good time to.
You might need maybe decrease your stream quality a little, so it's not gonna eat up too many resources, just in case, because Discord is weird sometimes. It's just acting in a weird way.
If I need to, just let me know. I've never had any issues before
Yeah, it's okay,
streaming.
fine.
So.
Oh, okay. It's just the highest quality. Sometimes it's just I did notice most of the students they did experience some of the problems.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think I have a pretty good graphics card, so I should be fine. So I know I was gonna go Junker Queen here, just because I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah. Let's just focus on her. And so again, the same points. Proactive position first, set up first, wait for enemy to pressure you, and then you can shout. Of course, you shoot all of that knife together, but focus on setting up. Set up first. Set up pressure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pressure. Okay. I hope I do pretty good. I'm usually really hard to like talk and play at the same time, so it's one of my.
Don't worry.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't worry. So where your proactive position is gonna be? This like 90 angle. What do you think about it? Yeah.
I'm gonna play right in this little corner here. Kind of just play this corner right here because I know they have a hog that might be looking for a hook. Gosh, one second. My sound is super low.
That's alright. Can turn it up.
Oh, got it.
Nice.
Okay.
So wait for enemy to pressure you. So active pressure. You still want to shoot, but then once they do something, you can shout. Right. I like this. Yeah. Survive. That was good. Okay. Do similar stuff, but set up first, and then do the pressure. I want you to set up at the better position.
Here?
Maybe? Yeah, choose anything. You call it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna...
But it's never should be shooting first. Set up first, then shoot. Nice. Try to survive there. You can win. Your Ash is doing the job. Nice, good job. Now get the hog. The last.
Yeah.
Maybe queuing.
Oh, crap.
You're good.
Thanks.
Now again, set up.
Okay, I'm gonna go up here. Grab high ground.
Wait for them to pressure you. A little bit too early. It's okay.
I was worried about that hog hooking me.
It's okay. You can let him hook you as well and shout later. Sometimes. That's alright. Try.
Oh, I got 2-2. That was that old.
That's okay. Don't worry. We're not focusing on ults there. I think we did well. For the most part, we did good. So keep doing that. Yeah. Make sure you set up first, pressure second, shout also to just deny their pressure most of the time. Yeah. Once they do something.
Okay. Yeah. Hog is just difficult.
That's okay. Yeah, it's understandable. Just take better position. See, maybe it's gotta be the high ground first. I would like maybe Start there.
Okay, so go up here.
Yeah, yeah. Usually the next building would be better based on where your point is, but you can try here. Just yeah, I think this is a little bit far. Okay.
Ah.
That's all right. Set up again. Set up again. Instead of the pressure, set up again. Be patient. Nice. And apply pressure after. Yeah. Always good mindset.
Oh my. So yeah, I'm a little confused. I got really confused there.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. You know, we implementing new habits always. It's
so like
gotta be this way.
like when I went up there, I felt like I wasn't doing anything, and then when you said apply pressure, I was like, I don't know where am I applying pressure.
No, don't worry. Pressure is just, I mean, like your knife and everything. It's don't worry.
Oh god.
That's good. You can set up one more time. Focus on that. Might die there, but it's alright. Try to survive, of course, but yeah, you can survive. You have shout. You can get out from here. Yep. Nice. This is a good setup position. Good position to start with this left top. Try to leverage it and then apply pressure on the enemy backline.
Yeah, we're getting kind of rolled by this hog, and
It's fine. You guys can stop him.
Yeah.
You stop him so the I think getting the rest of his teammates for the most part. I really like to use this left room. Yeah, you gotta set up again. You drop there. You set up on the top.
Yeah, I dropped there. I kind of got a little antsy. Push a little bit.
Okay, so this place I think is good to leverage. If you want to go
Right
on the enemy
here?
backline. Just in general, yeah, this left hallway, yeah, this corridor. You can always go on the enemy backline from here. Yeah. Of course, you try to close the range, yeah, all of this, knife. But, yeah, this is generally speaking a good location. You pressure in the same area as your team. This is what matters. You don't want to stay with them.
Coming up.
Yeah, that's fine. He's by himself.
Push him out.
Okay. And now you can clean the rest of the enemy. Nice. Okay. So see, this kind of shouts when you get a kill, those kind of proactive shouts are fine. Okay, but this is more of an exception. Most of the fights are just when enemies are pressuring you, you shout after. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was a good shout though. Whenever you get a kill, you're confident. I think why not?
Did I ult this?
You can if your team is ready. Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
It's fine. It's just they do have Suzu. It's just kind of because there are multiple groups. You might also get value on somebody. It's just more important. I think bait them in slightly more, or like set up maybe from somewhere where it's like you don't go to them, yeah, but towards your team with your ultimate. I think this might be valuable. Yeah, kind of go on this 180 angles with your ult.
I didn't mean to drop down.
It's okay. You might get a kill there. Okay, and set up again. Set up again.
Did I go up here for this?
Yeah, of course. But good power position for you, for the most part. Yeah, and apply pressure on the backline. A little bit early with the shout, but it's fine. Try to stabilize.
I'm gonna die here. Yep. Too early with the shout.
Yeah, just start. You obviously starting the pressure from the angle where you are, but it's just waiting for the enemy to look at you and then shout. It shouldn't be like shout to run in or something. And treat it like
this hog is just rolling us. I don't know what to do here.
You just focus on dealing with his backline. The hog is just should die mostly last unless he's really hard feeding going in. So don't worry.
Okay.
That's why I set up your own pressure so you're able to go on their backline more.
Okay.
Your turn. his backline around, or like if he is rolling your backline, hooking people, you can't do anything about it. You can set up your own play, straight the backline. He got one, you got one. Or maybe you got two.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't play like top of 100 player, right?
Yeah, I wish. I feel like I'm doing terrible this game. I'm doing off. I feel like I'm doing nothing.
Again, what is based on? Yeah, like are we doing good or bad? Again, I'm just looking at, are you setting up? I think you're taking your time to set up. So this is better. This is better to me. Like, this is how we want to measure. I don't think you have to, you know, look at anything else. You just measure yourself by like looking, I'm working on this thing. Am I doing better at this? If you do, this is what matters. The long term. Of course, you have dozens of skills you can get better at. But it's just eventually you're gonna get the high rank because of it, because you get better at those skills.
Yeah.
So it's
I
all
feel
good.
like I just feel useless right now.
No. We useful. Really, just focus on the on. It's trying to set up.
They want me to go to Malga.
No. It's okay. Go. Nobody plays Malga here. It's okay. Oh no. Okay, so set up your own brush first. Okay.
Yeah. So
you gotta walk. Yeah, you gotta walk, but you just side angles.
Here.
Yep. Try to walk. I think it's either this all the way left, all the way right. I think try this out all the way right first. So you walk through.
All the way right.
Yeah. You walk through the side angles instead of walking through main. Remember, this might be better.
I'm gonna get lane fist again. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. This is good.
Trying to save my.
Focus on what you do with your position. This is main angle. Go to the side. Okay. Okay. Set up first. Set up and then pressure. Okay, nice. I like this. It's alright.
They all fell back.
And set up and apply pressure after. Nice. You get it. That's good. Think about the side angles on the next time. Oh well, they might still recontest, so yeah. Try to win the fight. Careful. Nice. You can take HP back, or okay, you're fine. Okay. You're good. Yeah, we carried. We did well. It's okay to die as well.
I feel like I'm like fighting for my life right there.
We did really good there.
Did I feel sorry. I was really zoned in, but like, what did I do okay there? Like, did I take right positions? Like, I feel like when I was standing right there, I was doing something wrong.
No. You was holding the choke. There's nothing else to do. Okay. Now we focus on the setup though. Your frontline position. Go on the side.
Over here?
Yeah,
or down here?
Go side. Yeah, go left. Choose your position. It can be anything. I just want you to try this out. Yeah, let's see what works. This is how you do it in your own games as well. See what works. Experiment. Limit test. Really good. Okay. And you can go from here. Nice. You got a kill. Easily. Now get somebody else. Like their Bastion, yeah. Bastion is low. Nice, good job. Get them, mate. Yep. Nice.
I killed 4.
Yeah. This is good. This is good. Now you push the cart a little. Now you push the cart even further. Just again, focus on where you're setting up. I think it's just you taking high ground first. Take this. Again, you can.
Think I
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
should I push cart then?
No. Take the top. Take the top. Take the side angles.
Okay.
You can fight them. That's okay.
Oh man.
It's alright. They're using couples. Might get the sig. Nice. Got him. Can try to reset at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes when you have the downtime, there's nothing else to do. Pushing the cart as possible as well. But it's just usually get the map control first, and
Oh my
then
gosh. I feel like I'm still like I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I feel like we're still just getting my team's just getting dying.
it's alright. You focus on the one thing. Like think where you can get better positions, like survive all of that. So like see here, the card is a little bit closer. Now at this point you can maybe choose to play this corner. Yeah, this to the left. You get the May. It's okay, you survived this. There's no one to punish you. Nice. And again, you still do the setup.
Yeah, I'm gonna come up here.
During the fights, always focus on how to win next one. Don't think what went wrong.
So where do I go here?
Yeah, think about it. What are the options?
Think
Any options there? Maybe go to the right, use the right room.
is there a way to go right?
I mean, no, you just push through and then walk right. But not now, later. It's just there's a window. Oh, well, you might survive this.
That was a little bit of a bold.
Yeah, I think when they have up window might be scary, but it's okay.
Yeah, I got very lucky there.
Okay, you can push through, use this right position again.
Okay. Stay right here.
Yeah, I think this is a good start. Again, you always pressure the same area with your team for the most part. And that's kind of the side angle, the side off angle. If they pressure you, you can obviously run back a little, give up space, it's fine. But then, you know, bait them in. Bait them in your space and then use the shout and all of that. You see this May dies because of it. You did bait her. Yeah.
Stay right here.
For now, yes, until you see an advantage. Yeah, like this. If you get a kill, then you push up. Yeah. You can set up one more time, yeah.
Okay. May's gonna chase me.
That's okay, you can hold here.
Right here?
Yeah, hold your position.
Someone's
and
on
then
point
leverage it.
still?
It's okay, it's okay. Think how do you get to their backline first?
Oh, I slipped off. What the? Ow.
Survive. Nice. Oh, no.
I should have stayed in that room. Man, that's tough.
A little bit more patience, and you're good. You don't have to
I don't
instantly
think I'm
pressure.
gonna get. I don't know if we're gonna get another. Oh, we might.
Yeah, you can win. Might be winnable. Okay, 1 kill. Okay, 1 for 1. 4v4, 4v3. You get a kill, you win. Get the kill on the backline though. You want to shoot that break for.
I got 1 kill, but my whole team just got deleted.
Yeah, it's just in those situations also try to focus more on either the DPS or supports. Like the tank should be the last, I think. But we did well for the most part. This is good. Okay, we can just go with this a little and then summarize later.
Yep, can confirm. Losing hurts just as bad, if not worse.
Again, you see, like your mindset is always like, okay, this game, what I learned, this is, I think, gonna be the most important part for you. Doing this, not focusing on what went wrong, but seeing. Okay.
I don't understand this. I've went see, like went 5-0, and then I would lose. I go up. I don't comprehend this game. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, really important. It's important to see what you've been focusing on and are you doing this better. Again, all this rank doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm just gonna measure your progress by looking at the concepts. Like, are you doing the concepts better? If yes,
Yeah.
perfect. If you don't, then this is something to work on. Yeah, for now, there's some work needs to be done, of course, but it's okay. It takes time.
Yeah.
We're gonna do all of that together. I really like the way you took the positions though. So was decent. But see, this is just one idea, right? This is one idea we've been focusing on the entire game. But there might be also another idea and then another idea. But you don't have to do all of this together at the same time. No, just focus on one thing. Make sure you do that more automatically. You're more comfortable with that. And then later, you can focus on something else, and then you just want to build those habits, kind of step by step. This is gonna be really well. Yeah. Sorry. Did you have
Yeah.
any
My
questions?
team. Uh, it's like So yeah, one second. Let me get onto your thing. So.
Mhm.
So it's like this. Like I was being patient and stuff like that, but like if you scroll a little bit, it feels like I'm not doing it. Like, is there something I should be doing more proactively? Like, I feel like my position was okay and good in that situation, but like I felt like I wasn't being very proactive.
For now, okay. For now, you I think like this.
Am I being too far ahead of
No,
myself? I need to focus on my positioning.
no, for now, yes, I would do that. Just for the future games as well. I think doing this, it went definitely better. Yeah, like you've been taking the power positions. It's just I would like to maybe focus on the quality. Yeah, like make sure the quality is increased. You're choosing the right positions. Okay, so I will give you some examples. Maybe like the second point can be a good example to us, or like sometimes when you, yeah, I think let's do second one. Yep. So once this fight is over, I think you did pretty well on the first point. Sometimes we've still been kind of. Maybe here applying pressure when you can be running towards the high ground first. This always should be first idea. I'm running towards
Wait,
the
show
best.
that one more time. I didn't.
Yeah, okay, I will
Wait.
show it to you. I will show it to you. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's just been, for example, when we finish the fight, so like sometimes here, okay. Okay. Your first intention is instantly, okay, when I'm doing this, make sure you take the position, which is fine. It's just sometimes I do notice we might spend a little bit of time on like putting most of our attention towards the pressure. Like it doesn't matter the attack or the defense. You should put more emphasis towards what that position I'm getting, and then throw your abilities. So for example, here, instead of throwing the knife right away, what if I get up the stairs, get a better angle, and then throw the knife? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like this.
I'm being a little bit more I'm being kind of instinctual with my knives. I need to be a little bit more patient, or like just in general, being a little bit like, oh, I see something, throw, versus like, hey, I see something. Let's see if there's a better position for me to be in to better utilize this.
I think it would be better for us this way for now. Yeah, for sure. This is gonna be much better, and you see it through this entire one as well. Well, it's just I think we've been doing quite good job on just like trying to take the positions. He's just also thinking about the quality. Like see sometimes this also. Okay, you destroyed this, but why we going here opposed to like maybe trying to contest, go here just in case, seeing if there are options to maybe go on their backline. For example, yeah, but this is just again our idea of 90 angle, yeah, having this more proactive position to pressure, opposed to be like maybe frontlining as soon as possible. You don't have to. You set up first. If you find a good kill, yeah, maybe you see an opportunity for a good kill. Well, sure, you can drop. I think, yeah, you can maybe give up
Like
the
with the
position.
Baptiste.
Yeah, exactly.
Like later on
there was the time. So and also quality. Yeah, quality of the positions here. You see this? When you're choosing this position and this current situation, what might be problematic about this one?
They have double snipes. I'm on the
Double sniper.
double snipes for them, and I'm on the far end, so definitely not the best position for me.
So see,
definitely
what would be more proactive one then?
Then definitely the far right one, the little one with the water
Yeah.
tower thing.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
and this is how you think. Yeah, you just focus on that first. Be more
Mm-hmm.
consistent. Yeah, if you reach that point where most of the time you like gonna be feeling much more comfortable, you can try to focus on something else later, then work on the other concepts. But yeah, for now, I would just deal with positioning, the quality, being more proactive, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
it's just
So
first,
it's
yeah,
like.
I take the position and then I answer the pressure because the pressure me is supposed to. I'm staying here and then I'm going with the shout. Yeah, like we did before. Yeah, but this is better. This is a good step. It's just our first step. Yeah, towards the
Mm-hmm.
towards the better place like that. Yeah. So,
Okay.
any questions?
Not yet. No. No. I think
Yeah.
I see. I see what you were
Yeah,
saying. Yeah.
and the third point was good, I think, for the most part. When you did the defense and offense as well, you used this room, okay? Something to keep in mind, though, is together with our concept of off angles and then deal with one angle at a time. Yeah, we mentioned that, just positional stuff. Try
Mm-hmm.
to time the pressure with your team. This is where baiting might be quite important. So, okay, this is fine. I think we did throw some of the knives there. It's just the point where they try to pressure you. Yeah, they eventually try to go on you. Okay, this is okay. We went over the hog, and then we got the ash. This is well done. And then they eventually try to pressure you. You know, the better side, they always try to take this position as soon as possible. But it's just kind of here. Instead of
Yeah.
rushing through maybe instantly, you want to use your ultimate and everything, yes, but only do it when most of your team is kind of ready to do something. So I would say you need to like bait an enemy a little bit more, maybe like just
Yeah.
potentially. Well,
Yeah.
this might be good as well because your team, they have sidelines. I would just kind of extend the time because you're not rushing anything. You see this objective, it's not moving. This is what you do. So your proactive position, yeah. Make them waste time. Make them waste time. Go after
Mm-hmm.
you. Answer with your shout or ultimate. Make them push you first. You see that they kind of not
Okay. Yeah.
pushing you yet. Yeah, you being proactive, kind of, yeah, like doing this stuff. Just a bit too early with
Mm-hmm.
the ultimate. Yeah, I think make them push a little bit more. Use the axe. Okay, fine. They're gonna maybe start pressuring with this. You can do your ultimate, stuff like that, and yeah, might be even better. Yeah, just make them
Mm-hmm.
push you. Yeah, let's put it this way.
Okay.
Okay, does
Okay.
all of it make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Definitely
Okay,
makes sense.
yeah, perfect. So this is kind
Yeah,
of
I think struggled with like not paying attention to my teammates again there. I was kind of really kind of hyper
that's
focused or kind of narrow vision there.
yes, and this is fine again. When you focus
Yeah.
on the concept, like you're gonna notice, oh, I'm focusing on maybe taking power positions, better top power positions, or dealing with one angle at a time, or taking 90 angles, doesn't matter what,
Mhm.
you will notice how other concepts might be difficult for you to implement, but this is good. Again, you're doing this, remember, XYZ, this format, yeah, and you're building those habits. All of those
Yeah.
XYZ, those are habits, so you get to the point where it feels automatic, where you gonna feel like you do really well, like you can apply the concepts automatically. That's it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just when I go into comp here, I'll play. I might try to place, and I'm gonna play one more game since our thing's about up here. I'm gonna play one more game, just show you what I rank at the end, which I think is gonna probably be in mid gold at this point,
Mhm,
and then I'll just kind of focus purely on like where's my position? Do I have a power position?
mhm,
Am I getting value? Can I drop on the back line from here with Junker Queen?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I know, well, I don't know what time it is because I don't know. Like my last question would be is at granted this game I did that didn't happen. When's the if should I have swapped at all in that game or do you think I was it was it smart to stay Junker Queen?
I think for now it's a good mindset to just like think about um how do you solve the situation through your own play, your own performance, rather than
Mhm.
looking for short-term solutions like this. Yes, swapping. Well, it makes sense. Let's say it gives you some points, but 99% is just what you do in your character, and this is what I want us to focus on first. Later, I think maybe even in our next session, I can just we can talk about what's the mindset behind what character to pick and when. I think would be good, but it definitely should
Yeah.
be based on what you can do. Yeah, like making sure you is able to do your proactive plays. You just look at the entire situation and see, maybe this character in this situation works a little bit better. But it shouldn't be like, oh, I'm looking to because they do something well, like the enemy. I try to counter that. Again, this is the same kind of bad, not the most ideal mindset for us. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're trying to counter what they do, or we're trying to enable our team, opposed to enabling your own plays. This is what is more important if we're looking for
Okay.
the
Okay.
really
Okay. Yeah.
long term good solutions. Yeah, I think it's gonna be much
Okay.
better this way.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. Any other
uh,
questions?
um, I think I'm good. Yeah. I think that answers all the questions so far. Yeah.
Okay. So I think we at this point, yeah, let's do summary. So what we went over with you, what we learned today so far.
Um, I learned what positions I'm supposed to take and what I'm supposed to do in those positions, and
Mm-hmm.
when to a little bit better at being like what it means to be proactive. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
not just like being proactive isn't just oh hey they're like for example when I try to use my ult, hey is being proactive isn't just um attacking the enemy using your ult. It's applying pressure, wasting time. It's like keeping that space that I had there and keeping that corner and basically basically forcing them to come to me there. That was like
Mm-hmm.
definitely things I learned. Um,
Mm-hmm.
let's see. Um, level-headed and figuring out like yes a power like for example when I was on that other highway high ground it's like yes it's a power position but is it can you use that power position, is there another power position that you can utilize
Mm-hmm.
that actually gives you a better advantage, you know,
Yeah.
those types of situations.
For the most part, for now, we just look at like exactly being the
Yeah.
finding the shortest range corner for you possible. Like you're saying,
Yeah.
can I get
Yeah,
there?
and shout usage is something that I think I've got the idea of the concept. I think just I need to use it a bit more and kind of understand it a bit better. Of like, hey, there's an opportunity, use your shout to capitalize on it. There's an opportunity, use your shout. You know, instead of just using your
Let's
shout.
yeah. I think it's kind of can be even leverage your abilities. Like your abilities can allow you to be more aggressive. Take 90 angle first, your setup first, apply pressure second. So what you're gonna be doing is you're waiting for the enemy to kind of pressure you, but why they pressure you? Because your position is really proactive. Because they pressure you, you answer with a shout. Okay? So this is where
Hmm.
like you enemy pressure you, okay? Enemy, so I'm gonna write it down. Enemy starts pressure, you shout, but it's once you on those angles, you got those, that's why you shout. Or there can be an exception where you can shout if possible to get a kill. I think this is gonna be good exception
Hmm.
from the rule. I usually use this exception to like almost anything for now. I think this is good. Can go with that. Okay. And dealing with one angle at a time. You can do that
Yeah.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
like we went through the
Yeah, I'm
review.
gonna. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. That's something I'm gonna pay attention to. I'm gonna try to do a couple games of comp today. I'm trying. I think I have to. It's like playing quick play. You kind of have to just play it a bunch to get rid of the